Wow, can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's Anna. That is so here and listen to and ask questions to. Please put your hands together for Steve Himber.
I have no idea what I'm doing here. You could have just introduced Jeffrey Dean Morgan, but no, you already met me at the table. How many of you guys had a great day today? I'm really happy to introduce my friend, Mr. Jeffrey Dean Morgan. Woo!
A day. We've had a day. Basingstoke. I never heard of this place. Ever. But what? Amazing Stoke. It's lived up to amazingness. Yeah. No, I Googled it, in fact, and they said it was like Jane Austen-ish-ville. She lived right down the road or something, yeah? Well, cool. Thank you for today. No, really, you guys have all been wonderfully kind, for the most part. A couple of you are assholes, but that's to be expected. We're just going to jump right into the question and answer thing, because I feel like I've talked to all of you today, and probably answered most of the questions, so this ought to be entertaining. Get ready for Steve to heckle. And there he is. I was told there's paddles or some shit, right? Paddles. Okay, the number one paddle first, because I'm smart and went to school.
Who would you want to share the scene with, and how do you think it would go?
Wow. You can't even heckle that, because it's actually a pretty solid question.
What's your name?
Morgan.
Morgan asked a good question.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to have to say, and I know, I feel like you're all going to know what I'm going to say. Give you one guess. I actually don't have to take off my pants. But the other day, I was going with a friend to get a tattoo, because I had, when Hillary and I got married, we had a tattoo artist come to our wedding and give everybody tattoos, which was fucking great. All the people that are like, we're never gonna get a tattoo, all of them got tattoos. Grandmas and aunts and uncles. Michael Satrazemis, who was a producer and director on The Walking Dead, was at my wedding. I don't know what his deal was, because he had a tattoo. Matter of fact, he had the Basquiat crown that I have, that I got with the Supernatural Boys. He got that done, but for some reason in his head, he wanted to have his son's name tattooed on him, but he had to have that tattoo artist. I'm like, bro, anybody can write fucking block letters, you know? I had to have that tattoo artist. So I took him to that tattoo artist. He was in town. He was in New York last week. And as I was walking out my house, I said, George, my daughter, George, I'm going to get a tattoo. Will you write your name for me? And she was like, she bitched about it. She's like, you know, why do I have to write my name? I'm not at school. She's 5 and is lippy as all get out. But she wrote her name, and I said, I'm going to get a tattoo. So she added blood, and she looks at me and she goes, because blood is badass. 5. So I have her signature underneath the Colt there, but with blood, because it's badass. So that's my new favorite tattoo. Yeah? Is that cool? I don't know if it deserves any applause, but I appreciate it. No heckling from Steve. We're winning so far. Back to 1, is that what happens? Neither of us wanted to get like creepy crawlies crawling up, and so we were like wearing our socks, thinking they'll film above the socks, but no. And the audience had a field day. I still get shit about black socks. I'm still wearing them, probably the same pair. Was Negan scared of Alpha?
Well, it's not like scared, but he wasn't so brave with her like in the...
Well, he was putting on a show. He was infiltrating, what were they called? The Whisperers. He was infiltrating the Whisperers, and he had enough, he was having fun with Beta, but in front of Alpha, he needed to show, he wanted her to think that that she was the leader, certainly to begin with. But by the way, she's a psychopath. And I think he had to feel out that situation, if you know what I mean. All roads lead to black socks, apparently. So I think he was kind of feeling her out. I don't think he knew how crazy she was until he spent some quality time with her. It's just one joke coming after another in my head right now. Poor Alpha. And then I kill her. Make the sweet, sweet black sock love, and then you kill her. I know there's a paddle out there that says two. Go.
Hi, Jeffrey.
Hi.
Okay, so my question, you've got to think back a little bit to like pre-2016, just before.
Well, I think I've gone through this before. I don't think you can ever go into a role of a villain only thinking that he's a villain, you know? And I think Negan was a perfect example of somebody who became a product of his circumstances. And, you know, certainly if the world became, not that I put a lot of thought into this, but say the world was taken over by fucking zombies. Okay? Who would we become to survive? And I think Negan became, and especially after what happened to his wife. And we got to finally see that in the Here's Negan story, which I think, for me, helped a great deal. Because I was already on that kind of redemption arc at that point, but I thought that it would help a great deal for the audience, for the people in the street that still, to this day, flip me off. And you know, I still have dudes that come up and puff up their chest next to me in a bar and want to fight and shit. It's crazy, y'all. It's a TV show. Stephen Yen is fine. He was nominated for an Oscar. He's been doing some other things. Michael Cutlitz is a very good friend of mine. Y'all are crazy. But I think it was important if I'm playing a villain, and I've done a couple in my life, that doesn't need to be necessarily the hero of any story, but there's a reason for what he does, and he's justified in that. And a lot of that, Negan was easy for me to see that there was a good part of him that y'all didn't see, which was fine, because I felt like I was in on a joke that y'all weren't. And then over the years, we have found out more, but originally as written, jumping off of the comic books, Negan isn't the greatest guy. He's funny. He's really funny, and you know, that was the one thing I could kind of play into. But generally, people that have a good sense of humor aren't complete assholes all the time. Because, you know, funny takes a little bit of brains, and I think Negan was smart as well.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
John being possessed by Azazel. It's one of my favourite things in Supernatural.
Or the yellow-eyed demon, what we just were talking about a little bit, yeah.
I want to know a little bit about what it was like filming that.
Well, that scene, because I did it kind of that one day, and I've talked about this, but it's been many years because we shot that 100 years ago. Kim Manners directed it, and Kim Manners is no longer with us. One of the coolest guys, and he directed the first... Hold on a second. Oh, it's my pharmacy. Don't worry, it's gonna clear up. I was hoping that was going to be like somebody fun, you know, Norman or Carl Urban or something. I would have put him on for us all. It's just my pharmacy, folks.
That's ringing. Ringing! Ringing! Call him! Call him! Call him!
Wait, oh yeah, he's in Paris, so that might work out. Okay, in the meantime, before I call Norman.
Oh my God.
Yellow-Eyed Demon. Okay, so Kim Manners directed it, and he's a lovely fella. He directed probably of the first 12 episodes I did. I don't know how many episodes I did, actually. I'm making that up. Let's say I did 8 to 12 episodes. He directed more than half of them. And he directed that. I just remember, this is before they got good with contact lenses. Now they have soft lenses and you can kind of see and all that kind of shit. Back then they were hard lenses and you couldn't see anything. So where Jensen was, where she is, I'm going to use her. She's Jensen and this stand is Jared. It's about the same size. So they would have a bright light on it because I couldn't see. And so there's a bright light above Jensen's head, and then they would have a sandbag on the ground that I would trip on and know, oh, I'm close. And then I'd go over to Moose, and I would trip on a sandbag, and I knew I was talking to him. And then we had talked about what do you want to do with the character, because I was the first one to be the Yellow-Eyed Demon, I believe. And following me was the great Fred Lane, who then became, and I know that Fred had been on the show already, and Fred was like, you know, whatever you do, I got to copy you. And that's where I came up with the Jack Nicholson shining kind of crazy. I tried to make my voice a little bit different. It's just a lot like it how it sounds right fucking now, by the way. Just after a day in Basingstoke. Amazing Stoke. Oh, I forgot about Norman. I'm going to text him first and say, hey, can I call you? Because he'll probably say, it's Saturday, bite me. Which would be horrible. So while I text him, say, hey, I'm on stage at a con. You feel like talking? He's never going to answer that in a million years. Well, because I'm not a dickhead. Because if he did that to me, I'd be furious. What if I'm sitting on a toilet? You know what I mean? You gotta give the dude a heads up. That'd be horrible. Paddle me. What's the next paddle? 1. Norman in Paris. I'm listening to your question and texting my friend something inappropriate.
Hello.
Whatever happens, don't pick up the phone. Okay, I'm listening to you, brother.
Hello, my name's Ethan. What was the best prank ever played on the Walking Dead set?
Oh God, you know Norman probably won that one with the crap in Andy's car. It was hard to beat that one. He put about 20 pounds of glitter in Andy's air conditioning unit. And it's still one of the funniest things I ever saw in my life because we would die. It was like 120 degrees. And I was filming. Norman was filming. And Andy got in his car. And he was like, what the fuck? Why are these guys filming me getting in my car? Turns on the car and just glitter starts going all over his face. And I just don't know that can ever be beat. That was one of the all-time great ones. Another really good one was Jensen and Jared. When I was on the show, Jensen owed Jared money. You guys probably know this better than I do. I can't remember, but it was like $2,000, and Jared, I believe, went to the bank and got $2,000 in pennies and had them all dumped in his trailer. And for years, there'd still be pennies like in the heating vent and shit. It's not as good as fucking up somebody's car with glitter, though, on a hot day. I'm on stage at Amazing, so can I call? Oh my God. I'm never gonna hear from him, but this will be entertaining. Okay. All right, 2.
Hi, I'm Sid.
I said,
What research did you do when you got the part of negan?
80.
none. I really didn't. I mean, I had seen the comic books. You know, when Kirkman first introduced Negan, I was at San Diego Comic-Con. Oh crap, I don't even remember what for. But I was there for something, probably like a horror film or something. And I remember fans kept coming up to me, not a lot, but maybe 3. 3 people came up to me out of the 50,000. And were like, hey, you should read the Walking Dead comic book. They just introduced this character, Negan. You'd be really great for it. And I was watching The Walking Dead. I hadn't read a lot of the comic books, but I do love a good comic book. And, you know, like a month later, I bought the comic and I was like, oh, this would... My phone dinged. Oh my God, he says it's okay. He's so dumb. All right, should I FaceTime him?
Yeah!
Oh my God. I really miss him, so this works. Hold on, it's, you know, fucking, okay, here we go. I can't even believe he said yes. Unless he said, like, yes, eat a dick. No, he didn't. Hey, man. I really miss you. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm in traffic in the back of a car in New York heading downtown.
Wait, you're in New York?
Yeah, I came in. Mingus graduated college, so I came in for that.
Sorry, dude. I was like, he'll never answer his phone. He'll fucking never do this. I love you, brother. I miss you. I'm outside of London in some place called Basingstoke, which is amazing Stoke. What am I supposed to do? Oh. I'm not an octopus, Steve. Everyone acts like they can see you, but can you guys see?
Yeah!
Holy shit. Oh, hey, how's the new spin-off going?
Really good.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's really good. I'm really excited. I just saw some of the, like I was talking to you about poster art and stuff. I just saw some of the comps for poster art. But the show itself is fantastic. The poster looks cool. The locations are cool. The actors are cool. It's completely different. It's wild. It's great. It's fun.
We're very excited, aren't we? Hey man, just doing promotion for your show. It's what I do. Hey man, we're gonna let you go, but I love the shit out of you. Hey, tell Mingus I said congratulations. All right, I love you, brother.
Oh.
See? I have a friend. What was that about? I can't remember why we did that. You again?
Yeah, it's me again.
Bro, I did a question and answer with some fans earlier, and he asked all the questions. Him and this lady asked all the questions, and there was 30 people there that were like, but, no.
Yeah, no, I'm just so hyper, man, to meet you.
Yeah,
But yeah, so my final question is, as the comedian who played in Watchmen, I wonder how you was feeling in the overall like scheme of the movie.
What was the first part of that? As a comedian in The Watchmen, what about the overall of the movie?
I was wondering how you felt like about the overall scheme.
Oh, how do I feel about the film?
Yeah.
Oh, I fucking hated it. Jesus, what a... No. I loved it. Look, man. You know, The Watchmen, they've been saying since they wrote the book that it was an unfilmable thing. All I know is I had a script at one point for that movie. We all did. And we never looked at it, ever. We looked at only the graphic novel. The only thing that was changed is the ending. And it's really hard, especially in 2008. CGI was not ready for a giant squid to take apart New York. And so I think very smartly Zack Snyder changed the ending. I loved it. It was an amazing experience. I love the movie. I am a massive fan of the graphic novel. So I'm incredibly proud of that. And most people I meet at cons and stuff really enjoyed the film too. You know, we got weird reviews from people that didn't understand the movie, that weren't nerds like we were. And I say, you know, fucking eat a bag of dicks, you know. And I said it then, and I haven't had a good review in 20 years, but whatever. But I'm very proud of that film, and I thought we stayed as true as we could to the comic. Had we deviated more from the comic, I think everybody would have hated us. And I think it was an impossible movie to do in the fact that to live up to the expectations of that comic book were really hard, but I think we did a great job. And then I watched the HBO series. You guys watched the HBO series Watchmen, which they went in a completely different way, which was very surprising. But I really liked it, that they were able to kind of flip it on its head like that. Does that help?
Yeah, absolutely. Also, this is last bit one thing. Sorry, everyone. It's my sister's birthday today. It's my 14th birthday. It's her 14th birthday. I was wondering if you can wish my sister a happy birthday on... My name is Kayla, by the way.
Kayla?
Yes, my sister. Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Where is Kayla?
She couldn't make it today.
Well, so I'm saying happy birthday to Kayla to you.
She'll see the camera.
Kayla, your brother is something. I don't know how you do it, but happy birthday from all of us.
Thank you very much. It's all about us. Thank you very much.
You're very welcome, brother. Thank you so much. Thank you for all of your questions today. They were all good ones.
Hi there. Just want to say it's an honour to meet you. I'm sure everyone else agrees. Obviously, you've been in Watchmen, which is DC, now The Boys. Do you think you'll ever join the Marvel universe? And if so, what character would you like to play?
Silver Surfer. Is that Marvel or is that DC?
Yeah, no, that is Marvel, yeah.
Silver Surfer. Dibs. I've done a lot of shit for DC, it turns out. I forget, there was Losers. I was in Jonah Hex. Yeah. Everybody's like, nah, I ain't gonna say nothing about that. Watchmen. So there's other stuff. There's other DC stuff. I can't even remember the jobs I've done in my life. I'm 57 now. I just had my birthday, and dementia is kicking in high fucking gear. Yay for Amazing Stoke. I always liked Silver Surfer. I'm not even bullshitting about that, and I'll tell you why. Does anybody remember a movie called Breathless with Richard Gere? Yeah? Super cool movie.
Two people remember that.
Yeah. It was a long time ago, by the way. It was late 80s, maybe? You're old. Yeah, fuck, I'm aging myself. Anyway, you guys go find Breathless. But his character is obsessed with the Silver Surfer, like obsessed. And that's how I became obsessed with the Silver Surfer. I was probably in high school when that movie came out, and I loved it. It was right after he played American Gigolo. I am old. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Himber. Where are we now? Besides having a great time.
Hi.
Hi.
I just wanted to ask, because I love Walking Dead, if you had to die in the show, how would you want to die?
Arc, he'll still manage to say something that just you call HR. You know, if there'd been an HR department in the apocalypse, he would be in there all the time.
Season 11 Negan could go back in time to season 7 Negan, give him one piece of advice.
No.
What would that be?
Next question.
Horrible last question. Wait, which season? Season 9?
Final season.
Final season, you go back and tell, oh, you probably shouldn't have killed that one dude. Right? One, I could have gotten away with. If it had just been Abraham, we'd have gotten over that. 2, was a bridge too far. And I would have whispered that in Negan's ear, like, dude, just chill on killing everybody. Just one. But you know, again, that was Norman's fault. We could have talked to him about it. It was his fault that Steven died, when you think about it, if you really think about it. I know some of y'all know, some of y'all in denial. Thank you guys for having me.
Thank you.
It's been a joy. It was worth the jet lag. And I'll see you next year, yeah?
Next year.
Thank you. Enjoy your night. A lot of the sweating is coming. Thank you, guys.